In this problem, we want to use synthetic division to divide f of x equal x to the third minus 3x squared minus 10x plus 24 by x minus 4, and use the result to find all the zeros of f. Okay, so we start out with f of x is equal to x to the third minus 3x squared minus 10x plus 24. And for now, let's ignore that. And it says use the result to find all the zeros. We want to find the zeros. Well, whenever you're finding zeros, you set it equal to 0 and solve it. So we got x to the third minus 3x squared minus 10x plus 24 equal to 0. And they give us a hint on this. They say divide this by x minus 4. They don't really tell you why, but let's go ahead and do that. Now, remember our first step in synthetic division, that's what we're going to use, is to take what we're dividing by, which is the x minus 4, set it equal to 0 and solve. So that gives us x is equal to 4. We then take that number, put it in a box in the upper left-hand corner. Goes like that. And we look at our polynomial and find our largest power, which is x to the third. So I'll write x to the third, x squared, x, and no x across the top. Now, number in front of our x to the third is the invisible 1. Number in front of our x squared is negative 3. Number in front of our x is negative 10. The no x, the constant term, is 24. Now, we won't go through a series of adding, multiplying over and over until we're done. 1 plus nothing is 1. Then you want to multiply. You multiply by the number in a box, but number you just put down there. 4 times 1 is 4. Then want to add. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. Multiply. You multiply by the number in a box, but number you just put down there. 4 times 1 is 4. Then add. Negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. And then multiply. You multiply by the number in a box, but number you just put down there. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. And add. 24 minus 24 gives us 0. Now this 0 here, what that means is that means we found an answer. So that means we found an answer. Another word for answer is 0. So we found a 0. So our first one is going to be this x equals 4. That's our first answer. The reason why they told you to do the division is because they knew it was going to be an answer. Now, this started out as x to the third. This is 1 degree lower, so this will be x squared, this will be x, and this is our no x, our constant term. So we're left with x squared plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Now the reason why I set this equal to 0 is because we're finding the zeros. And whenever you're finding zeros, you're always setting it equal to 0 and solving. Well, this factors using the PST method. So this factors as x plus 3 times x minus 2. Zero factor property. Zero factor property says that if you get 0 on one side, you factor the other side, you set each factor equal to 0. So I'm going to set x plus 3 equal to 0, and I'll set x minus 2 equal to 0. And then I want to solve these. Take 3 over, and we get x is equal to negative 3. This one, take negative 2 over, and we get x is equal to positive 2. Now we found this answer. That was one they gave us. And from there, we were able to break it down to the x squared level and then get the other two answers. Now, your fundamental theorem of algebra says that your largest power tells you how many answers you're going to have. Since this one is x to the third, that means we're going to have 3 answers, and that's what we found. When we got all said and done, we had 3 answers circled.